morning, everybody, and welcome back to Rise and Dine. It's a big one today. Bob's putting gas in the car. He doesn't know where we're going. It's our anniversary, so stick with us. It's going to be fun.
Good morning, everybody. Well, today is a special day. It's our anniversary. And my dear wife decided to load us up in the car and take us to Death Valley. Not sure what she was thinking, but here in Death Valley, I did not know there was a place called the Oasis. And this place is absolutely gorgeous. And if you look around, it's called the ranch where we're staying, and I'm so excited because I know she's got a lot of things planned. She's got hikes, she's got different adventures. We'll probably watch stars in the middle of the night. I don't know, but I'm pretty excited. Frankly, I thought an oasis was something you just see in movies, like Bob Hope and Bing Crosby in a desert somewhere. But it's a real place, and this is it. So let's go on an adventure together. Well, a breakfast would not be a breakfast at Rise and Dine without the proverbial coffee test. So let's give it a go. Well, let me tell you something. Coffee in Death Valley is pretty darn good. I was really shocked in this buffet, but it is pretty darn good.
So, breakfast buffet is included in our room, and this is the 1849 breakfast buffet. And it's pretty standard, you know, for what you expect at a breakfast buffet. They've got everything you want to have. I didn't see pancakes, but there are waffles and French toast and tons of pastries and yogurts and some oatmeals. Anyways, if you've ever gone to a standard breakfast buffet, this is what it is. And if you've gone to Grand Canyon, any other national park, and done theirs, pretty much the same. Your standard kind of lukewarm egg. But it is actually an egg.
We just finished breakfast at the buffet.
As it is.
As it is. And here's my whole thing. Whether we're at the Bellagio or here in Death Valley, I don't like buffets. I don't like going around with a plate, shoving food on it, and then walking past people. I just don't like it. I don't know. Maybe it's
not quite
me.
our thing. We haven't been to a good one yet.
No, and I don't care. We've been to high-end ones. It's never thrilled me. Anyway, that being said, it was calories for hiking, which we will do a lot of today.
Time for exploring.
And the coffee was damn good.
The coffee was well worth it.
But they do have a general store here. So if you don't want buffets or anything like that, they have a lot of food that you could take to your room. There's a microwave in there, and you could just
and it's coffee. The same for if you're here camping. You know, it's the same general store. So.
Right. So it's filled with provisions.
And just outside the buffet restaurant, there is a place called Coffee and Cream.
Yes.
And they have the same yummy coffee, and they have some little danishes fresh baked every day. So you could do something like that too.
Yes, and everybody's behind us gathering there to get some coffee and pastries and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
off we go.
That was breakfast. Now let's hike. And here we are at Furnace Creek Visitor Center. This place is something special. So let me turn the camera around so you can see what I'm talking about. And there's so much more to see, and I can't wait to explore and share it all with you all. Now, the elevation where we are today, it's a minus 160 feet. 190, so we are below sea level. Incredible.
So, Furnace Creek Visitor Center, if you want to know everything and anything about Death Valley, this is where you can find it out. So, over here you can see how erosion works. They talk about the ecosystem, global warming, what lives here, what doesn't live here, how you can survive here. So, this is a great visitor center. So, I hope you stop here first.
Crater.
In Death Valley, California.
And
Take a
who
look.
knew that there was a volcanic crater not too far? How many hours outside of Las Vegas?
2.
2 hours. Unbelievable, this place. Look at this. Let's go explore.
Okay, we're wimping out. We thought we would hike up to Little Hebe, but
we hiked.
it's really high.
Yeah, it's
and
really high,
it's
and look at it.
steep.
It's amazingly gorgeous out there. And we hike, but I gotta tell you, man, this Zone 5 stuff.
Maybe next time.
Whew.
We're gonna bail. Okay,
Yeah, but look.
I'm going.
Look at that. Look at that. Look how far we've come. Look at the bus all the way down there. All right, time to walk.
The top is Zabriskie Point.
Zabriskie Point. For all you film buffs, there's a great film in the early 60s by Antonioni called Zabriskie Point. Now, whether or not that film has anything to do with this particular place is beyond me, but my goodness, look at all this. Look at this. We are heading up. Death Valley is absolutely stunning. Unbelievable. Wow. What do you think, huh? Honey, what do you think of this place?
It's really cool. It's exactly what you would hope someplace called Furnace Creek, the last kind word saloon. It's exactly what you would want it to look like. building, the Borax Museum. It's actually the oldest building in Death Valley. It was constructed in 1833 or 1883. I'm not sure. It was originally at the 20 Mule Team site, and then it was moved here in 1954 to become the museum. But it's the oldest building in the valley. Still standing, obviously. So outside the museum is a little sheet explaining what all of these things are and where they're from. But what's interesting to me is all of these are stagecoaches from Amargosa Valley, which is just east of Death Valley. And there's an there's like an old opera house there and stuff. It used to be a town. So you could take one of these stagecoaches from over there to here. And that's by car. I want to say, what was that? Maybe an hour? So by stagecoach, that's a bit.
Okay, we are now at Mesquite Flat Dunes here in Death Valley. This place is pretty amazing. This is what I really think, what I've always thought a desert should look like, just sand. But you know, when you're a city kid, you don't really know too much about deserts. In any case, it's quite stunning. It's like walking on the beach, and there she is, waving in the distance. Wow. When I was a kid in New York, for certain children that were living in poverty or very low income housing, there was a program called the Fresh Air Fund. And here I am at this stage of my life looking at the great outdoors, and I feel like I've just been recruited into the Fresh Air Fund, because this is unlike anything I've ever seen. It's crazy. I feel like a fish out of water, considering this was probably covered with water a million years ago. Look, I'm falling all over the place. Jeez. This is something. Unbelievable, the artist palette, the colors, the pastels, the green, the pinks, the whites, the yellows. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. I didn't realize how beautiful Death Valley was. Just gorgeous. Different terrain, different colors. Amazing. Well, if we had our walking sticks, we would be walking in this path. But my goodness, the colors, the pastels, I love it. Fantastic. Okay, for my golfer friends, this place is known as the Devil's Golf Course. So let me ask you, what kind of driver would you use to tee off here? Or better yet, since this is a lake bed of some kind, what kind of wedge would you use to get out of this? It don't matter. You're going to be stuck no matter where you hit the ball. It looks like ice. What it is crystallized salt from ancient lake beds. Unbelievable. Look at this. Salt flats. I know, it's crazy. These are Badwater salt flats.
It's like snow, but it's salt.
It's crazy.
Very
Look
depth.
at this, as far as the eye can see, sort of.
You could probably, you'd wreck your skis, but you could maybe cross-country ski on this.
Or have a snowball or a salt ball fight.
That would hurt. Is Dante's view. Oh my God, it is something to behold. Whoa, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? That's so cool. Can't even say. All right, Dante's view.
This is a great wrap up to an amazing adventure.
This is our last stop.
This place is surreal. It's so beautiful. It's I have no words.
I'm not sure I do either. I've never been up here before, and the road to come up here is
A little daunting.
is a little isolated, and you start to think, why am I? Is there something up here, really? But then you see other cars coming down, and you know you're good. So, coming to Death Valley, totally worth the stop.
Oh God, every place we went to was worth it. It was just a phenomenal trip. Thank you for planning this great anniversary adventure.
Thanks for being up for it.
Oh,
All the weird
man.
things for you.
How would you ever want to miss something like this? Well, you know, if you're a local to Las Vegas, it's only about 2 hours, 2.5 hours tops. They do have tours, right?
So there are tours out of Vegas, so we'll try and put some of those in the description. And I guess to sum up, there are 3 places to stay in the park. You can stay at Stovepipe, Wells, and there are 2 places at Furnace Creek.
And Furnace Creek is just beautiful.
So
the 2
the
places.
Oasis, the Oasis at Death Valley. So that's Furnace Creek. That's where the cute kind of village is, and it's adorable, but loads to do. Loads
Yeah,
to
I mean,
do.
you could play golf, you could play pickleball, you could swim, you could play tennis, you could play basketball. There's loads of restaurants and bars.
Yeah, so there's
It's,
plenty
plus,
to do if you want to spend a long weekend. Plenty to do besides just seeing the amazing park. So that's what's here. If you're just wondering, if you're a big super hiking enthusiast, of course there's tons here.
yes.
But then you get to go back. If you're in Furnace Creek, you get to go back to a spring-fed pool that's 85 degrees all year.
And you could rent a Jeep. They have Jeep rentals, and you could go off-road. If that's what turns you on, you got to go for it, right?
And if you just want to make a day out of it from Vegas, you can.
you could do it. Get up early in the morning, go. You could see a lot of the sights, and then either drive yourself or take one of the tours.
Yeah, and like we said, there are tours out of Vegas, and I think they're totally worth doing.
Yes.
If you want to just see something extra. You're in Vegas for a little more than just a weekend, and you want to do something a little extra. Totally worth coming.
So, we hope you enjoyed this episode, because we enjoyed living through this. It was absolutely amazing. So we will see you next week. And next month we have International Month.
International Month.
Ooh.
I'm looking forward to this one.
So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.